father has written a letter requesting the class teacher not to force his son to give a speech in the school assembly because the child is hesitant. He requests the teacher to take him for a group performance instead. Let's hear the reply of the teacher.
Dear sir, I have gone through your letter. We understand that your son Vikram is a very shy child. We think you, as parents, will have to encourage him. If necessary, we may have to persuade him to give the speech in the assembly. Otherwise, he may not learn to face a crowd at all. Thank you. What kind of a teacher is she? Don't I know my child well?
No, all children can't be bold, no?
Does she understand how nervous our son feels if he has to speak in front of a crowd? I think we should speak to the principal directly. There's no use talking to this class teacher anymore. This has gone on for far too long.
The father's decision to approach higher authorities at this point is not appropriate. This may anger the teacher, making school life more difficult for the child.
I think we can explain to the teacher better if we both go. Shall we go together tomorrow?
Oh no, you go alone. Leave me out of this.
Mother is expressing her need for help, but father seems unsupportive. Father has written a letter requesting the class teacher not to force his son to give a speech in the school assembly because the child is hesitant. He requests the teacher to take him for a group performance instead. Let's hear the reply of the teacher.
Dear sir, I have gone through your letter. We understand that your son Vikram is a very shy child. We think you, as parents, will have to encourage him. If necessary, we may have to persuade him to give the speech in the assembly. Otherwise, he may not learn to face a crowd at all. Thank you. The teacher's intention seems to be good, but forcing the child right now is not a good option.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do? Will you go and talk to the teacher?
This father understands the teacher's intention, though he is not happy with her behavior. In a calm way, he decides to discuss with mother and get back to the teacher.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We were told that parents can go and meet teachers anytime. But I think we can explain better to the teacher if we go together. Shall we go together tomorrow?
It's going to be difficult for me to get leave from work this week. I have an important project going on.
Okay.
Let's just try with a letter this one last time. What do you think?
Yeah, okay, sounds fine.
Okay.
You write the letter now?
Yeah, I'll write it. So let's start writing. Dear Madam, thanks for your reply and your concern.
Yeah.
Then what should you write?
Then you can say, we as parents are putting in efforts to make him bold, but how nervous he becomes
Yeah.
when we even bring up the topic of him giving a speech in the school assembly.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Maybe we'll also write that we appreciate your concern, but maybe a group performance may be better for him right now.
Yeah, but it will be easier on him
Yeah.
right now. Then in the end, you can say we would like to meet you personally.
Yeah.
Just let us know what will be a convenient time for us to meet you.
Yeah.
Parents work as a team. Mother feels supported. A positive environment like this is conducive for the child to take small steps to overcome his fear too.
You know, Vikram didn't have his lunch today in school. When I asked him why he didn't eat, he said that the teacher didn't give him time because she made him do homework during lunch break because he hadn't done homework last evening.
What kind of a school is this? How can I not allow a child to have lunch? And what were you doing? You were supposed to help him with his homework yesterday. Next time I don't want to hear any more of this.
Father blames the teacher and the mother. Essentially, all burden is on the mother. She has to handle the teacher and ensure that homework is completed. This is not a healthy solution.
You know, something bad happened in Vikram's school today. He
What
hadn't had his lunch, and he said that the teacher asked him to do his homework during lunchtime because he hadn't done his homework yesterday.
I saw you helping him out with his homework yesterday. What happened?
We did a little bit, but he was very feverish, so he just ate and he slept.
Okay. Well, I guess not doing homework once in a while is okay.
Yeah,
Do you think we should speak to the teacher?
yeah.
Do you have her number?
Yeah, I have a number.
Okay. Hello, madam. Yes, yes. This is Vikram's father. Yeah, I'd like to talk about Vikram if that's all right. Yeah, well, Vikram hadn't eaten his lunch today, so I just wanted to clarify what exactly happened. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, now I get it. That's no problem. Um, yeah, it's just that he was unwell last evening, which was why he couldn't do his homework back in the house. All right. Sure. Thank you so much.
What did she say?
Apparently, Vikram had the option of doing his homework either during the lunch break
Okay.
or the sports period,
Ah.
but he decided to do it during the lunch period. And I guess that the amount of homework was too much to finish in that time, which is why he couldn't have lunch. And she was also apologetic for not having checked his lunch box.
Oh, okay, such a relief.
Yeah.
I think from now onwards we should just make sure that Vikram eats his food and does all other work after that during lunch break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Constant dialogue between teachers and parents is essential to understand what happens in school accurately.